controlled. Verb, to exercise influence over, to suggest or dictate the behavior of. Adjective, inhibited or restrained in one's words and actions. Extend. Verb, to increase in extent. Armchair. Noun, a chair with supports for the arms or elbows. Verb, to create based on theory or general knowledge rather than data. Adjective, remote from actual involvement, including a person retired from previously active involvement. Had. Verb, to possess, own. Artworks. Noun, a painting, drawing, sculpture or other piece of creative, visual art. Drag. Noun, resistance of the air, or some other fluid, to something moving through it. Verb, to pull along a surface or through a medium, sometimes with difficulty. Cause. Noun, often with of, typically of adverse results, the source of, or reason for, an event or action, that which produces or affects a result. Verb, to set off an event or action. Geologist. Noun, a person who is skilled at geology. Heritage. Noun, an inheritance, property that may be inherited. Conditions. Noun, a logical clause or phrase that a conditional statement uses. The phrase can either be true or false. Verb, to subject to the process of acclamation. Constructors. Noun, a person who, or thing that, constructs. Appropriate. Verb, to make suitable, to suit. Adjective, suitable or fit, proper. Cut off. Verb, to remove via cutting. Domains. Noun, a geographic area owned or controlled by a single person or organization. Masseuse. Noun, a woman who performs massage, a female masseur. Increasing. Verb, of a quantity, etc. To become larger or greater. Adjective, on the increase. Financing. Verb, to conduct, or procure money for, financial operations. Manage finances. Noun, a transaction that provides funds for a business. Electric. Noun, usually with definite article. Electricity, the electricity supply. Adjective, of, relating to, produced by, operated with, or utilizing electricity. Electrical. Counterexample. Noun, an exception to a proposed general rule. A specific instance of the falsity of a universally quantified statement. Booked. Verb, to reserve, something, for future use. Finish. Noun, an end, the end of anything. Verb, to complete, something. Earring. Noun, a piece of jewelry worn on the ear. Energy. Noun, the impetus behind all motion and all activity. Dark. Adjective, having an absolute or, more often, relative lack of light. Channel. Noun, the physical confine of a river or slough, consisting of a bed and banks. Leaving. Verb, to have a consequence or remnant. Verb, to give leave to, allow, permit, let, grant. Verb, to produce leaves or foliage. Verb, to raise, to levy, develop. Verb, to change with a specific direction, progress. Extensions. Noun, the act of extending, a stretching out, enlargement in length or breadth, an increase. Breast. Noun, either of the two organs on the front of a female human's chest, which contain the mammary glands. Also the analogous organs in males. Verb, to push against with the breast. To meet full on. Oppose. Face. Grandchildren. Noun, a child of someone's child. Granularity. Noun, the condition of being granular. Leaves. Noun, the usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb, to have a consequence or remnant. Noun, the action of the batsman not attempting to play at the ball. Noun, permission to be absent, time away from one's work. Verb, to give leave to, allow, permit, let, grant. Verb, to produce leaves or foliage. verb, to raise, to levy, home, noun, a dwelling, verb, of animals, to return to its owner, adjective, of or pertaining to one's dwelling or country, domestic, not foreign, as home manufactures, home comforts, adverb, to one's home, noun, a directory that contains a user's files, harsh, verb, to negatively criticize, adjective, unpleasantly rough to the touch or other senses, checking, verb, to inspect, to examine, verb, to mark with a check pattern, noun, the act of physically keeping an opposing player in check, admire, verb, to be amazed at, to view with surprise, to marvel at, blusher, noun, agent noun of blush, one who blushes, janitor, noun, someone who looks after the maintenance and cleaning of a public building, chewed, verb, to crush with the teeth by repeated closing and opening of the jaws, done to food to soften it and break it down by the action of saliva before it is swallowed, adjective, that has been chewed, masticated, crutches, noun, a device to assist in motion as a cane, especially one that provides support under the arm to reduce weight on a leg, did, verb, auxiliary, a syntactic marker, atomic, noun, an atomic operation, adjective, of or relating to atoms, composed of atoms, monatomic, carpet, noun, a fabric used as a complete floor covering, verb, to lay carpet, or to have carpet installed, in an area, lampshade, noun, a cover over a lamp to either diffuse the light or to block it in certain directions to avoid glare, in the eyes, verb, to intentionally call attention to the improbable, incongruent, or cliched nature of an element or situation featured in a work of fiction within the work itself. Dreams, noun, imaginary events seen in the mind while sleeping, verb, to see imaginary events in one's mind while sleeping. Dating, verb, to note the time or place of writing or executing, to express in an instrument the time of its execution. Noun, a form of romantic courtship typically between two individuals with the aim of assessing the other's suitability as a partner in an intimate relationship or as a spouse. Leaves, noun, the usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb, to have a consequence or remnant. Noun, the action of the batsman not attempting to play at the ball. Noun, permission to be absent, time away from one's work. Verb, to give leave to, allow, permit, let, grant. Verb, to produce leaves or foliage. Verb, to raise, to levy, grandchildren. Noun, a child of someone's child. Collector, noun, a person who or thing that collects, or which creates or manages a collection. Housekeeper, noun, someone who owns a house as a place of residence, a householder. Nominate, verb, to name someone as a candidate for a particular role or position, including that of an office. Adjective, nominotypical. Contracts, noun, an agreement between two or more parties to perform a specific job or work order, often temporary or of fixed duration and usually governed by a written agreement. Verb, to draw together or nearer, to shorten, narrow, or lessen. Film, noun, a thin layer of some substance. A pellicle, a membranous covering, causing opacity. Verb, to record, activity, or a motion picture, on photographic film. Indexing, verb, to arrange an index for something, especially a long text. Noun, a system used to assign indexes. Aforementioned, noun, the one or ones mentioned previously. Adjective, previously mentioned. Maintained, verb, to support, someone, to back up or assist, someone, in an action. Adjective, showing maintenance or attention. everything. Pronoun, all the things under discussion. Classroom. Noun, a room, often in a school, where classes take place. Matrix. Noun, the womb. Brainstorm. Noun, a sudden thought, particularly one that solves a long-standing problem. Verb, to investigate something, or solve a problem using brainstorming. Caring. Verb, to be concerned about, to have an interest in, to feel concern about. Noun, the act of one who cares. Adjective, of a person, kind, sensitive, empathetic. Increases. Noun, an amount by which a quantity is increased. Verb, of a quantity, etc., to become larger or greater. Galaxy. Noun, the Milky Way, the apparent band of concentrated stars which appears in the night sky over Earth. Needed. Verb, to have an absolute requirement for. Adjective, necessary, being required. Juggler. Noun, agent noun of juggle, one who either literally juggles objects, or figuratively juggles tasks. Bothered. Verb, to annoy, to disturb, to irritate. Adjective, cause to show discomposure. Asthma. Noun, a long-term respiratory condition, in which the airways may unexpectedly and suddenly narrow, often in response to an allergen, cold air, exercise, or emotional stress. Symptoms include wheezing, shortness of breath, chest tightness, and coughing. Ghosts. Noun, the spirit, the soul of man. Verb, to haunt, to appear to in the form of an apparition. Gasoline. Noun, a flammable liquid consisting of a mixture of refined petroleum hydrocarbons, mainly used as a motor fuel. Petrol. Adjective, made from or using gasoline. Hard. Noun, a firm or paved beach or slope convenient for hauling vessels out of the water. Adjective, of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Adverb, manner, with much force or effort. Computers. Noun, a person employed to perform computations, one who computes. Culture. Noun, the arts, customs, lifestyles, background, and habits that characterize a particular society or nation. Verb, to maintain in an environment suitable for growth, especially a bacteria. Compare cultivate. Days. Noun, any period of 24 hours. Verb, to spend a day, in a place. Noun, a particular time or period of vague extent. Network. Noun, a fabric or structure of fibrous elements attached to each other at regular intervals. Verb, to interact socially for the purpose of getting connections or personal advancement. Comprehension. Noun, thorough understanding. Duplication. Noun, the act of duplicating. Marketing. Verb, to make products or services available for sale and promote them. Noun, buying and selling in a market. Aisle. Noun, a wing of a building, notably in a church separated from the nave proper by piers. Boyfriend. Noun, a male partner in an unmarried romantic relationship. Feeling. Verb, heading, to use or experience the sense of touch. Noun, sensation, particularly through the skin. Adjective, emotionally sensitive. Dustman. Noun, a person employed to collect refuse from people's homes and take it to be processed. Cafeteria. Noun, a restaurant in which customers select their food at a counter then carry it on a tray to a table. To eat. Limited. Verb, to restrict, not to allow to go beyond a certain bound. To set boundaries. Noun, an express train that only halts at a limited number of stops. Adjective, with certain, often specified, limits placed upon it. Counselor. Noun, a professional who counsels people, especially on personal problems. Develops. Verb, to change with a specific direction, progress. Level. Noun, a tool for finding whether a surface is level, or for creating a horizontal or vertical line of reference. Verb, to adjust so as to make as flat or perpendicular to the ground as possible. Adjective, the same height at all places, parallel to a flat ground. Gear, noun, equipment or paraphernalia, especially that used for an athletic endeavor. Verb, to provide with gearing, to fit with gears in order to achieve a desired gear ratio. Adjective, great or fantastic. Debris, noun, rubble, wreckage, scattered remains of something destroyed. Chop, noun, a cut of meat, often containing a section of a rib. Verb, to cut into pieces with short, vigorous cutting motions. Drive, noun, motivation to do or achieve something. Ability coupled with ambition. Verb, to provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Dorm, verb, to reside in a dorm. Noun, a room containing a number of beds, and often some other furniture and or utilities. For sleeping, often applied to student and backpacker accommodation of this kind. Chores, noun, a task, especially a difficult, unpleasant, or routine one. Verb, to do chores. Verb, to steal. Noun, a choir or chorus. Actively. Adverb, in an active manner. Emergency. Noun, a situation which poses an immediate risk and which requires urgent attention. Gluten. Noun, fibrin, formerly considered as one of the animal humors. Am. Adverb, before noon. Fill in. Verb, to fill, to replace material that is absent or has been removed. Failure. Noun, state or condition of not meeting a desirable or intended objective, opposite of success. Force out. Noun, an instance of an out created by touching a base in advance of a runner who has no base to return to while in possession of a ball which has already touched the ground. Verb, to cause something to be ejected. 40th. Noun, the person or thing in the 40th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 40. Drag. Noun, resistance of the air, or some other fluid, to something moving through it. Verb, to pull along a surface or through a medium, sometimes with difficulty. Clouds. Noun, a rock, boulder, a hill. Verb, to become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Engraved. Verb, to carve text or symbols into something, usually for the purposes of identification or art. Verb, to put in a grave. To bury. Adjective, made by engraving. Fixing. Verb, to pierce, now generally replaced by transfix. Noun, the act of subverting, fixing, a vote. Herself. Pronoun, reflexive pronoun. Her, the female object of a verb or preposition that also appears as the subject. Interviews. Noun, an official face-to-face meeting of monarchs or other important figures. Verb, to ask questions of somebody. To have an interview. Driving. Verb, to provide an impetus for motion or other physical change. To move an object by means of the provision of force thereto. Adjective, that drives. A mechanism or process. Campus. Noun, the grounds or property of a school, college, university, business, church, or hospital, often understood to include buildings and other structures. Verb, to confine to campus as a punishment. Bowl. Noun, a roughly hemispherical container used to hold, mix or present food, such as salad, fruit or soup, or other items. Gaining. Verb, to acquire possession of. Noun, gain, profit. Episode. Noun, an incident, action, or time period standing out by itself, but more or less connected with a complete series of events. Leaders. Noun, any person that leads or directs. Handlers. Noun, one who handles something, especially manually, or someone. Financing. Verb, to conduct, or procure money for. Financial operations. Manage finances. Noun, a transaction that provides funds for a business. Evening. Noun, the time of the day between dusk and night, when it gets dark. Companies. Noun, a team. A group of people who work together professionally. Verb, to accompany, keep company with. Fought. Verb, to contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Normal. Noun, a line or vector that is perpendicular to another line. Surface. Or plane. Adjective, according to norms or rules or to a regular pattern. Gain. Noun, the act of gaining. Acquisition. Verb, to acquire possession of. Grow. Verb, to become larger, to increase in magnitude. Creation. Noun, something created such as an invention or artwork. Evolve. Verb, to move in regular procession through a system. Midday. Noun, noon, 12 o'clock during the day. Explanatory. Adjective, intended to serve as an explanation. Breast. Noun, either of the two organs on the front of a female human's chest, which contain the mammary glands. Also the analogous organs in males. Verb, to push against with the breast. To meet full on. Oppose. Face. Gaining. Verb, to acquire possession of. Noun, gain. Profit. Fortunately. Adverb, in a fortunate manner. Entrance. Noun, the action of entering, or going in. Maintained. Verb, to support. Someone. To back up or assist. Someone. In an action. Adjective, showing maintenance or attention. Conclusions. Noun, the end, finish, close or last part of something. Dessert. Noun, a sweet confection served as the last course of a meal. Forced. Verb, to violate. A woman. To rape. Verb, to stuff. To lard. To farce. Adjective, obtained forcefully. Not naturally. An. Numeral. 1. Brushes. Noun, an implement consisting of multiple more or less flexible bristles or other filaments attached to a handle. Used for any of various purposes including cleaning, painting, and arranging hair. Verb, to clean with a brush. Hash. Noun, food, especially meat and potatoes, chopped and mixed together. Verb, to chop into small pieces. To make into a hash. Impulse. Noun, a thrust, a push, a sudden force that impels. Verb, to impel. To incite. Keys. Noun, an object designed to open and close a lock. Verb, to fit a lock with a key. Noun, one of a string of small islands. Noun, in the international system of units, the base unit of mass, conceived of as the mass of 1 liter of water, but now defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be 6.626070015 times 10 to 34 when expressed in units of kilogram. Operator m2. Operator s-1. Symbol. Kilogram. Noun, a stone or concrete structure on navigable water used for loading and unloading vessels. A wharf. Commute. Verb, to exchange substantially. To abate but not abolish completely. A penalty. Obligation. Or payment in return for a great single thing or an aggregate. To cash in. To lessen. Immersion. Noun, the act of immersing or the condition of being immersed. Friendly. Noun, a game which is of no consequence in terms of ranking, betting, etc. Adjective, generally warm, approachable and easy to relate with in character. Astronaut. Noun, a member of the crew of a spaceship or other spacecraft that travels beyond Earth's atmosphere, or someone trained to serve that purpose. Conviction. Noun, a firmly held belief. Captain. Noun, a chief or leader. Verb, to act as captain. Finalize. Verb, to make final or firm, to finish or complete. Knight. Noun, a young servant or follower, a trained military attendant in service of a lord. Gymnast. Noun, one who performs gymnastics. Concentrate. Noun, a substance that is in a condensed form. Verb, to bring to, or direct toward, a common center. To unite more closely. To gather into one body. Mass. Or force. Afford. Verb, to incur, stand, or bear without serious detriment. As an act which might under other circumstances be injurious. With an auxiliary. As can, could, might, etc. To be able or rich enough. Adopt. Verb, to take by choice into relationship. A child, heir, friend, citizen, etc. Memory. Noun, the ability of the brain to record information or impressions with the facility of recalling them later at will. Ghost. Noun, the spirit, the soul of man. Verb, to haunt, to appear to in the form of an apparition. Coasters. Noun, agent noun of coast, one who coasts. Exceptional. Noun, an exception, or something having an exceptional value. Adjective, forming an exception, not ordinary, uncommon, rare, continually. Adverb, in a continual manner, non-stop. Men. Noun, an adult male human. Noun, collective, the people, humanity. Loud. Noun, a loud sound or part of a sound. Adjective, of a sound, of great intensity. Cologne. Noun, a type of perfume consisting of 2 to 5% essential oils, 70 to 90% alcohol and water. Alliance. Noun, the state of being allied. Verb, to connect or unite by alliance, to ally. Arm. Noun, the portion of the upper human appendage. From the shoulder to the wrist and sometimes including the hand. Verb, to take by the arm. To take up in one's arms. Create. Verb, to bring into existence. Sometimes in particular. Adjective, created. Resulting from creation. Cycle. Noun, an interval of space or time in which one set of events or phenomena is completed. Verb, to ride a bicycle or other cycle. Ceiling. Verb, to line or finish. A surface, such as a wall, with plaster, stucco, thin boards, or similar. Noun, the overhead closure of a room. Knee. Noun, in humans, the joint or the region of the joint in the middle part of the leg between the thigh and the shank. Verb, to kneel to. Coastline. Noun, the shape, outline, or boundary of a coast. Capacity. Noun, the ability to hold, receive or absorb. Adjective, filling the allotted space. Branch. Noun, the woody part of a tree arising from the trunk and usually dividing. Verb, to arise from the trunk or a larger branch of a tree. Designers. Noun, a person who designs something, or who designs things as a profession. Conductor. Noun, one who conducts or leads, a guide, a director. Checking. Verb, to inspect, to examine. Verb, to mark with a check pattern. Noun, the act of physically keeping an opposing player in check. Essential. Noun, a necessary ingredient. Adjective, necessary. Careers. Noun, one's calling in life, a person's occupation, one's profession. Verb, to move rapidly straight ahead, especially in an uncontrolled way. Founder. Noun, one who founds or establishes, especially said of a company, project, organization, state. Illustrate. Verb, to shed light upon. Granddaughter. Noun, the daughter of someone's child. Greet. Verb, to welcome in a friendly manner, either in person or through another means, e.g. writing or over the phone, internet. Errors. Noun. The state, quality, or condition of being wrong. Verb. To function improperly due to an error, especially accompanied by error message. Dispute. Noun. An argument or disagreement. A failure to agree. Verb. To contend in argument. To argue against something maintained, upheld, or claimed by another. Imagine. Noun. A short fanfic or prompt placing a reader insert in a novel scenario with a character or celebrity. Verb. To form a mental image of something. To envision or create something in one's mind. Miss. Noun. A failure to hit. Verb. To fail to hit. 90. Numeral. The cardinal number occurring after 89 and before 91. Represented in Roman numerals as XC and in Arabic numerals as 90. Inquiries. Noun. A question. Keep. Noun. The main tower of a castle or fortress. Located within the castle walls. Verb. To continue in a course or mode of action. Not to intermit or fall from. To uphold or maintain. Deadline. Noun. A time limit in the form of a date on or before which something must be completed. Verb. To render an item non-mission capable. To ground an aircraft, etc. Bleed. Noun. An incident of bleeding, as in hemophilia. Verb. Of a person or animal. To lose blood through an injured blood vessel. Coupons. Noun. A section of a ticket, showing the holder to be entitled to some specified accommodation or service. As to a passage over a designated line of travel. A particular seat in a theater. A discount, etc. Cut off. Verb. To remove via cutting. Conclusions. Noun. The end, finish, close or last part of something. Increased. Verb. Of a quantity, etc. To become larger or greater. Fruit. Noun. Often in the plural. In general. A product of plant growth useful to man or animals. Verb. To produce fruit, seeds, or spores. Gray. Noun. An achromatic color intermediate between black and white. Verb. To become gray. Adjective. Having a color somewhere between white and black. As the ash of an ember. Janitor. Noun. Someone who looks after the maintenance and cleaning of a public building. Disembarked. Verb. To remove from on board a vessel. To put on shore. Athletes. Noun. A participant in a group of sporting activities which includes track and field. Road running. Cross-country running and racewalking. Businesswoman. Noun. A woman involved in business. Come across. Verb. To change sides. To cross over to work for the opposition. Finals. Noun. A final examination. A test or examination given at the end of a term or class. The test that concludes a class. Detective. Noun. Law enforcement. A police officer who looks for evidence as part of solving a crime. An investigator. Adjective. Employed in detecting. Batteries. Noun. A device used to power electric devices. Consisting of a set of electrically connected electrochemical or, archaically, electrostatic cells. A single such cell when used by itself. Agrees. Verb. To harmonize in opinion, statement, or action. To be in unison or concord. To be or become united or consistent. To concur. Heels. Noun. The rear part of the foot. Where it joins the leg. Noun. The act of inclining or canting from a vertical position. A cant. Noun. High-heeled shoes.